Good morning, YouTube. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to another episode of the Rebuild series. We survived Thanksgiving. Barely, it feels like. No, super blessed. The store had a very big Thanksgiving week. I haven't run all the final numbers. It's actually the following Monday, so we are getting set for Christmas, all that kind of stuff. I'm excited to get back training-wise. As you can see, the bloat up was real. 182, so hope we drop a little bit of that. I'd like to get back down to 195. There's so many things I want to say and talk about, but I want to get in here and get back training. So we'll talk about that probably in some wrap-up stuff. But I'm excited to be back and pick it back up. We'll see where the strength is. I did have some issues during Thanksgiving week. I noticed that something with one of my hips was just really bothering me. So I have squatted over the last couple days to kind of test it out. I got under the safety bar Saturday morning just to see, and it didn't feel bad on the squat, so we'll see. Yeah, so we're gonna pick back up right where we left off and see what we got. We got one more month to go to the end of the year. I believe we can still beat those garage gym maxes, so that's my goal. So as usual, we're gonna drink the pre-workout, get warmed up, get this day rolling, try and get 1% better. So let's go. All right, YouTube, let's get this training footage review underway from this deadlift and back day. Feels good to be saying that again. Does feel good to be back. I missed making the videos during the Thanksgiving break. So I think my last training video at this point was well over 2 weeks ago. So we basically missed all of Thanksgiving week plus a few days before that. So a couple notes. We are coming back from a period where it was very little sleep, very little food, lots of caffeine and energy drinks, and there was basically nothing good happening physically with the body, just a super stressed out period. So didn't really know what to expect today training wise, what we were going to get. I honestly was hoping for slightly better than what we had today, but it's a start. So what I decided to do with the programming was just pick right back up with a week of fives from the 5-3-1 program and just pick back up where we were prior to that. So knees felt pretty decent during the warm-up. We'll see what the hip holds today. We had our 3-count pause front squat variation before deadlift like usual. I knew going in that I wasn't going to push the front squat. What I'm going to try and do is just slowly build back up to the weights that I was using, and hopefully peak here in about 3 weeks and retest the maxes before Christmas is what I've got going on right now. So we went 45 for 2, 95 for 2, and then just a smooth 135 for 1, and then the top set was 165 for 1. Overall, I was pleased with this session. Like I noted in kind of the intro, I did get under the safety bar in the garage this weekend and just kind of see how everything felt. I don't know what's up with the hip pain. It doesn't feel like the same thing that I used to struggle with the hip flexor. It's more on the outside of the hip anytime I take a step. So we'll see how it holds up. If nothing else, I'll just kind of back down the squats and not really do them. Not a big deal since we're not really working on a new streak or anything like that. On to the deadlifts. So the week was the sets of 5. So we went 135 for 5 as a warm-up, and then our working sets were 225, 250, and then 285 today. And this is where I was pretty disappointed. Now, I know the body was not treated well last week, but I was really hoping for a little bit more strength today. So when I got 225 today, I was like, oh yeah, it's going to be a bad one. Everything is super tight, all that kind of stuff. I really need to kind of get the mobility back. Form looks pretty bad to me here, more so because I knew how it felt. It was all basically like quad and low back today. There was not much posterior chain engagement, it didn't feel like. But we hit the prescribed reps. I want to say the last time we went through with 285, we hit it for 8. So quite a far cry from that today. We only hit it for 5. I would say I could probably have gotten it for more than 5, but yeah, we just kind of capped it here. Everything felt bad, so it was like, we'll just work on getting good quality food, getting sleep back in order, all that kind of stuff, and hopefully be ready to roll. From there, we kept it with our bare bones kind of training style that we were doing before Thanksgiving, which was basically just 1 to 2 accessories. Today, we just went 3 sets of barbell row, and I can actually already feel my lats. I'm a little bit ashamed. So we went 95 for 15, 105 for 13, and then 115 for 13. Just capped it at 3 sets, getting back into it, going to find our groove again, add more sets and volume next week, hopefully. And still chasing that 135 row. I think this will be the cycle that we get it, hopefully. I guess I should say that, I could kind of cheat row it right now, but more strict, which I like that form that I had right there. From there, we hit just a couple sets of alternating dumbbell curls, 2 sets, and wrapped it today. So pretty light training day. I think that was the move coming back from missing a week and a half and everything that went down last week. So into the garage, time to test out the lunges. I did not lunge any over the weekend to test it out. So did a couple rounds with our GPP of our hip flexors, and then these kind of kick things, whatever they're actually called, with the band, just to get primed for lunges. Went 100 meters today. Everything felt pretty good other than just being super tight. Now we are about to have a big cold spell come through, so I'm planning to keep lunging, but if it's too cold, I might just do some elevated lunges in the garage. From there on to get our daily stoic journaling and training review in, kind of just fall back into our personal development routine as best we can. And then it was off to work from there. We've got so much stuff to wrap up from Thanksgiving. I got to do analysis of the business. I've got to get orders for Christmas in, all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a busy couple weeks, but I should be able to train. So looking forward to pick back up, and then we've got one more max lift test before the end of the year, so we got to make it count. So I'm trying to get primed for that. So kind of a short and sweet video. We're going to wrap it here as usual. I hope you get 1% better. I hope you get some small wins. I hope you're doing well, and I will see y'all next time.